In this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can build your own home server using a Raspberry Pi free and a USB hard drive. So the first thing that you're going to do is you need a micro SD card and an adapter, something to put the micro SD card inside of it. Now the SD card has to be a minimum of 16 gigabytes of storage. I got a 32 gigabytes here, so just plug it in inside your computer. I'm using a Mac, but then you can use the same steps are with Windows and Linux, so don't worry about it. And then you go on the internet and you search for an application from the Raspberry Pi, which is very easy. You download it from the official website. So Raspberry Pi Imager, this is what you have to download. And how you can see, you download it. I downloaded from macOS. You can download it from whatever operating system you have. Then simply you install it. So with macOS, you just drag and drop and that's it. Once you have it installed, you simply just open the application. And here you will choose the device, the Raspberry Pi that you have. In my case, Raspberry Pi 3. Operating system, and here is where it's very, very important. So you go to Raspberry Pi Others, and here you will select the Lite version. You can choose 32 or 64, but it has to be the Lite version. Once you choose the storage, which for me is the micro SD card 32, and then you click next, then you go to edit. Once you click edit, you use set username and password, and here put something very, very simple so you will remember. So in my case, I'm going to put Pi and put a password, whichever you want, just a password so you can remember it to connect to the Raspberry Pi. In my case, I'm just going to put 1. Now, if you want, you can configure your Wi-Fi speed, so you can go here and put the Wi-Fi connection and the password, but I'm not interested. Here, set local time, Europe and London, GB, so I'm from United Kingdom, so it's correct for me. Services, enable SSH. This is very, very important, so you have to enable this one, because without this, you won't be able to connect to the server. So always remember this one. And here, depending what you want, I normally put player sound when it's finished. I click save, and here it will ask you and you click yes. Everything that is going to be on this micro SD card will be deleted, so make sure that you don't need the data. Click yes. Now you put your password from the computer, in my case from the macOS. I will allow macOS to use it. And now how you can see is writing the image on the micro SD card. So now all we have to do is wait. So how you can see, everything is now installed, and all we have to do right now is just click continue here and simply just remove the SD card and you put it in the Raspberry Pi. You might have a case, you might not have a case, it doesn't matter. This one, they can stay without a case. And now all you have to do is just plug it in. So you can use the original charger that comes. This is the original charger. You can use this one. You don't need any extra ones. I know on the Raspberry Pi 4 you need some powerful ones and stuff like this. You don't need nothing on this one. So all you have to do is just plug that in. Now you plug that in, but before you plug that in, you have to have an Ethernet connection with this. So keep in mind, you will need Ethernet cable for the server to run properly, especially that the server might have some really big problems with Wi-Fi. Now it does work with Wi-Fi, but I don't recommend you Wi-Fi, so it's up to you. Personally, I prefer Ethernet cable. So you plug in the Ethernet cable and the power cord, and that's it. So once it's plugged in my case, I do have an application for my router so I can see the new device that it was connected. You might need a monitor to set it up, and then you can see the IP address on the monitor. If you don't have a monitor, then just check your Wi-Fi routers and see when the Pi was connected. And like this, you'll find out the Raspberry Pi IP address, because you will need this so you can set it up. So how you can see, for example, for me on my application, I do have like this, so I can see the IP address of the Raspberry Pi. And now all we have to do is go back on the computer, because we need another program so we can jump in and configure the Raspberry Pi. So I need the application that's only available on Windows or on Debian. So I have parallel desktops right now, and I'm going to open Windows and install the application. And here I'm going to type the name of the application, which is Putty, or Putty, however you read it. And then we're going to download it. I have an ARM version because I'm using macOS, keep in mind, so you have to download the ARM version of this program. And here you just install it. Looks like I do have it installed, which I probably forgot about it. So let's search. Yes, I do have it installed here. So here, once Windows is finished, all you have to do is just take your IP address. In my case, I have it on my mobile phone, but I already forgot it. And then you just type. Once you open Putty, you just put the IP address that you have from your Raspberry Pi, and then you simply click open. You might get a message for the first time when you connect saying that you accepted, so do accept that one. And now here, remember when we set up the Raspberry Pi, we put a username or a password. So you have to put the username and the password that you set up. So for me it was Pi, and the password was 1. And how you can see, I'm now connected to the Raspberry Pi. Now, to make it easier for you guys, I'm going to go on the internet and show you guys how to install it and everything. So if you go on google.com, all you have to do is just type like this: Raspberry Pi free OMV. And here you will have all the controls, all the settings, all the copy pasting that you need to do. So I'm going to put this link in the description below. So here is what you will have to do. Make the image, you scroll down a little bit. Here is how to set it up. How it's literally teaching you how you can see your IP address and everything in case you don't have like an application. And here is the part that we want. So before you type sudo apt update, so we're going to putty and put sudo apt update without this one. Okay, I typed it wrong. Sudo apt get update, and you let it to do his update. Now sudo, oh okay, it's still doing it, I'm sorry. Sudo apt get upgrade. This will upgrade all the things. So the update is updating the repository, and the upgrade will actually install some of the things that you need. You press Y from yes, and here you will do it will do the upgrade. So all you have to do now is just wait. Note, the following command applies only for the Raspberry Pi 3. So keep in mind, this one, it's only for Raspberry Pi 3. So if you do remember, when I copy it, it has some typing in front of them. So just copy it here in the navigation bar from where you put the website, and then paste it here, and then that one will disappear. And here, actually installing the app, you need just this thing. Now you paste it, you press enter, and now all you have to do is wait. And how you can see, we got the error here that it will ask connection, which is fine. There's no problem with this one. All you have to do is just click OK. So once we close Putty, all we have to do is literally, you can put Windows in the background right now if you're using macOS, or you can close it. All you have to do is just open a browser, whatever browser you have, and just put the IP address from the Raspberry Pi. So in my case, this IP address. Once I press enter, so because this is the first time you set up, you have to put the password and the admin, so in the username. So the username is admin, and the password is Open Media Vault. So Open Media Vault. This is the default password that they're coming. So if I want to update it, no, because I will change it. So this is Open Media Vault. Right now we're in the server. So here is where we do the magic. So the first thing you have to do is just click on the username here, go change the password, and just put a new password. Other password, I will choose my own, and I will just put the same password like the Raspberry Pi, or just one to make it easier to understand. Now is the time when you can connect the USB hard drive. Now this USB hard drive for me, it's a 256 gigabytes, but you can put whatever storage you want to. So I'm going to connect this right now. So once we connect the storage, now we have to set up OMV and give access to the storage. So the easy way to do it is just, we need to create a new username. So go to user, go to users, here click add, create, and just put a name. So example, for me, I'm going to put NAS, for example. You put a password, which one do you want? So make sure this one is a a secure password that you're going to use. And now once this one is done, all you have to do is click save. Don't save it. So keep in mind, the username that you created has nothing to do with the login. So the login will always be username admin, and the password the one that you change it right now. The username is just so you can connect to the server using a Windows, Linux, and macOS system. So keep this in mind. Now go to storage, go to file system. Oh wait, we have to click this confirmation all the time, so I do apologize for that. Every single time when you make a change, you have to click this this yellow bar that says okay. So this will take a little bit of time depending on what Raspberry Pi you're using, because the same setting will work with 4 and with 5, but because it's a free, it does take a little bit of time, so just be patient. So once this one is done, now we can continue setup. So I will click the play button, and here I will have my SD card, or my hard drive. So I'm going to use my hard drive here, which is ext4, and click save. Once you click save, how you can see, we have to confirm it again. So we're going to confirm it again. So how you can see, it's mounted. Now, before we continue, I do want to ask you guys that if you like the video, please don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button. I upload things like this all the time, and I also do reviews of other products, especially old products, to see if they're still worth it in 2024. So if you do like it, please don't forget to like, subscribe. Like this, you'll get notified from YouTube and you won't miss another video. Now let's continue. So once this one is mounted, right, we also have, so just in case, you also have here in disk, you can see this is my SD card, and this is the hard drive that you just installed. You can literally wipe it from here. So if you want to fully reset the hard drive, sometimes when you go to file system and you go to create here, it won't let you select any of the device. So if this doesn't let you select it, that means that you have to go here to disk, click, wipe the disk, confirm, click yes, it will wipe it, and after that go back to file system, and here click on the plus, ext4, and here it will then let you to put the new disk. So now when this one is finished, now we have to go to share folders, and we have to let Windows and other operating system connect with. So we have to create, put whatever name you want, so for example NAS, and select the storage. Don't put NAS, I put the wrong down. This is the name that you're going to see in your computer, so don't put the same username. I'm going to put 256 gigabytes, and we're going to click save. And again, we have to click here, and we have to save it. So you have to do a little bit this thing. I know it's very frustrating, you have to wait a little bit, but that's life. So once this one is finished, you have to go to services, and you have to go to SMB here. So here go to settings, here click enable, and here SMB, make sure it's minimum of 2, because if you use another one, you might have problems. So I'm pretty sure this is it here, just double check it. Yes. So here you click save, yes. So once this one is finished, now we have to go to shares, create, and here you put the hard drive that you want to share. So for example, 256 gigabytes is the one that I did. You scroll down, you hit save, and now you hit apply again. Now we have to give access to some users to this hard drive. So if you go to your users here, you can see the user that you already created. So for example, for us, we have Pi and we have NAS, and you can edit and, you know, give permission. So for example, I'm sorry, I didn't say, for example, you select the username here and you click on this one, share folder permission. Here you click the hard drive that you have, and you click read and write, and you click save. And of course, now we have to continue setting up the storage. So what you have to do is go back to storage, click on share folder, click on this one, and click here permissions. And here make sure that your user has the permission to access it. If you want, you can give the rest of the users, so like the admin and stuff like that, permission, but make sure you have permission here. Also go to access control list, and here make sure read and write is selected for the user that you want to give access to. And now click save. And of course, oh, and this one doesn't appear. Okay, so once this one is finished, now we can connect to our hard drive. So for example, if you have a Mac, all you have to do is just click go, connect to server, put SMB, 2 dots there, // and then you put the IP address that you have from your Raspberry Pi, and you click connect. And it will ask you if you want to connect it, you click connect. And now username and password. So the name is the one that you created, which is my is NAS, and the password is the one that you put when you create this username. And you click connect. And how you can see, now I have access to this folder. And I can access this folder from multiple devices, including my Windows. Hello from the future. I'm sorry I didn't have time to finish the video in one go, so I'm going to finish right now. So just as a heads up, if you run out of electricity, for example, you unplug your Ethernet cable and stuff like that, then your Raspberry Pi will get a new IP address. So in my opinion, it did get a new IP address from 117. I think it was there before. It's now 127. So just keep that in mind. Every single time you unplug the cable and stuff like this, you will get a new IP address. So now what we have to do to make it worldwide, we simply just open our Windows computer. And now you have to look for Tailscape. Now, what is Tailscape? Tailscape is an application that will allow you to connect to your server from wherever you are in the world. And here is what you have to do. So you copy the first line here, open Putty, of course, so you can connect to your Raspberry Pi. And yes, the previous one was 117, now it's 127. 0127. Open. Of course, you will ask me because you changed the IP address. Pi 1, boom. And now you paste this command here. And how you can see, you paste it. Now you take the next one. And you paste. And now, I'm pretty sure it's the sudo update, sudo. Oh yes. So after that, sudo apt get update. And here we will do the update for the application and everything. So all we have to do is wait. Now install Tailscape. And once it's finished, you just add the new lines. So here it is, HTTP, you see this? Hey. Let's see if I have a way to copy that thing. Yes, I did copy. And here you can see the IP, but I don't really care about that one. And here is where you get your Tailscape. Now you can sign in with whatever account you want. I'm just going to use Google. And how you can see, connect to the device, connect. And login is successfully with my email address there. And now what you have to do, you can paste this if you want to see the IP that you have here, but you will get the IP after we finish. So now what we have to do is close Putty. If you have Windows, continue with Windows. If you don't have Windows, then shut down Windows or whatever you're using. For me, I'm going to shut down here. So here, it's easy. All you have to do is you go on the App Store. And here you search for Tailscape. Tailscape, I'm sorry. And how you can see, you will literally connect. Now you open it. And when you log into this one, so you have to log in with the application, with an account on the application, I'm sorry. So what you have to do is you have to log in with the same email address that you log in on the previous one when we set it up. So add account. And how you can see, it's already getting my email address here. So how you can see, successful. Boom. Yes, so how you can see, I have my email address here and everything. So I got my device. So network device. And you can see here everything that I have on my account, which is including Pi. So with Pi, what you do, you just click on it. And how you can see, you get a IP address here. Right? So you copy this one. And now let me just connect to my iPhone. So I'm going to use the internet from my iPhone to connect. Here we are. So now what you have to do is just go make a SMB, but using this. So instead of this, you're going to put SMB like this, and the IP address from here rather than the IP address from your computer. And now you put whatever username. I did have a change of usernames here, so I'll know which one to use with SMB and which one to use with something else. And now I have my hard drive. So the 256, it's not plugged in at the moment, so I'm going to use the 2 terabytes one. And I got here, and voila. So yeah, that's how you install a server and then you make it worldwide, so you can access it from wherever you are. Now if you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Like this, YouTube will notify you when I will post a new video. I normally do videos like this and Linux tutorials, and I also do reviews of other stuff. So if you don't like it, please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next one.